Hey y'all, it's Alec with Sharing the Journey. As most of y'all who've been watching my videos for a while know, my wife Cindy and I travel the United States, work camping one job at a time while we live in our 2019 Tiffin open road. Now, I don't do a lot of Sarasota Tim content, mainly because he's just become so boring and I really don't care to watch his content. Now, every now and then I will watch a few of, I don't know, people call them the haters. I call them the truth tellers because, narcissists like Tim seems to always kind of change things up to make it look like he's the good guy and everything. But if you've watched him or any of these truth teller channels, you'll know that's far from the truth. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is last night I was watching Olive Oil. I was at work till midnight. The campground closes at 10, so I was on bear patrol. So, every half hour, 45 minutes, I do a loop around the campground. In between, there's nothing to do. So I've watched a few of the truth teller Tim channels, and I watched this one from Olive Oil. And it really upset me. And she has a clip of Tim when he was talking about renting a car. Miss T, which we all think is Tammy, is supposedly coming to visit him. And he was going to Enterprise to rent a car. And I'm going to put the clip right after this. And in this clip, he says that he went into Enterprise and tried to get all the discounts he could. And he said if he had to tell them that he was a first responder, like law enforcement, EMS, fire, something like that, he would tell them that. He also said that if he could get a military discount, he would represent himself as someone who has prior military service, which that's a federal crime. Seems to be a lot of these federal crimes he's skirting around. But I watched this clip and I'm thinking, I am a retired police officer, LEO. I spent 26 years working for a large metropolitan police department. When I retired as commander in the patrol division. We had 425 officers. I ran the largest region in the city. And, let's play the clip and then I'll come back and explain to you.
AAA, AARP, military, first responder, Christian. I said, I'll even become Mormon in the next 24 hours. Well, give me the discounts you got.
All right, so we just watched the clip. All of you people from the Tim tribe that come over anytime somebody makes a negative reflecting video about Tim, y'all come over here and get all up. He didn't say that, he didn't do this. Well, you've got the proof. You just watched the clip. He did say it, it's his own words. And what's sad is, I put my life on the line for 26 years. I've got a friend of mine who was shot in the line of duty. If anybody earned the ability to get a first responder discount, then it would be him. I had a friend of mine that died in the military. My grandfather's a Citadel graduate, spent many years overseas fighting various different conflicts. And if he was still alive, I would urge him to, he used to like to go to Hardee's, which is kind of like a Carl's Jr., and he would get his military discount, which at that time I think was a free cup of coffee. He'd go up there with a bunch of people, get a biscuit in the morning, and get his free cup of coffee. He put his life on the line. He deserves the respect. He deserves the discount. My friend that got shot, he deserves the discount. Now, myself personally, I could get the first responder discount when I go places. I don't even mention it. That's my prior life. I retired in 2015, and I am now a camp host at a campground. I get my discounts for being a camp host in the campgrounds that I work. But Tim did nothing, absolutely nothing, to earn the right, the privilege, the honor to get these discounts. And when he says stuff like that, it really belittles the people that went overseas, that were in the military, that went through the struggles, that spent 18 hours a day in the trenches to get these discounts. Tim self-admittedly, worked a couple days a week for 2 or 3 hours selling coupon books, door to door. He hasn't done anything. And I think the problem is that he's made so many bad decisions in his life, from not saving, from retiring, trying to retire at 62 on $1,700 a month, which nowadays is impossible, to having a growing, thriving YouTube channel only to squander what Google and YouTube gave him to become a grifter, and to put out 5, 6, 10 videos a day trying to make that extra money because he didn't do what was necessary when he was younger to prepare for this stage in the life. So I'm starting to wonder, are we now going to see Tim going to the not the Salvation Army, the military surplus store? We're going to start seeing him wearing military jackets, military hats. Is he now going to be Air Force Tim or Army Ranger Tim instead of Cowboy Tim or Golf Pro Tim or Sarasota Tim? I mean, who knows? But it's really pissed me off that myself, a lot of my friends, and my family have sacrificed for all these years for an honor I don't even take advantage of. I hardly even ever mention that I was a cop. For him to go around and just spout it off and hope that nobody's going to ask him. I've got an ID card. It shows my 26 years of service that I could present, but I don't. My grandfather had a retired military card. What's Tim got? Tim's got a lot of buy me a coffees. He's now got I think it was Miss Vicky that had a video out, I forget now, where they put the clip in there where he was begging, dry begging. I wonder if that's something like dry humping. Anyway, he was dry begging for somebody to send him a Bible because he has all these devotionals in the morning, but he doesn't own a Bible. And one of his viewers cheaped out on him and sent him a $4.42 Bible and a little paperback. I thought it was funny. It was nice that now he has a Bible. Maybe he'll actually read it and understand. But anyway, that's my rant. It's just disgusting and degrading, the stuff he's doing. That's why I watch the truth tellers. I refuse to watch Tim and give him even one click or one view or one penny. Come back and watch my regular content, please. We do full-time RV life and work camping content on Mondays and Thursdays. We usually have new videos out. Sometimes we do a bonus video on Saturday, or today is Wednesday and you're getting a bonus video. So the next time, y'all stay safe out there. Don't be like Tim.